Okay, class 10, I told you that I will make a video regarding difference between glass slab and prism. That what is the difference? In case of prism, dispersion of light occurs. That is, in case of prism, you can find white light is splitting into 7 colors. Rainbow can be seen, VIBGYOR can be seen. But in case of glass slab, when we are going to pass a white light, when it emerges from the other side, we can't find any splitting of white light, we find the same white light emerging out. So the difference is what that you have to know, and for that I am making this video. In case of prism, actually the peculiar shape of prism or the particular shape of prism makes the light to deviate in a more proper way. That means after entering inside the prism, I know that bending will occur. White light is composed of 7 colors. The 7 colors have different wavelength. Red light is having maximum wavelength, it bends least, and violet color bends maximum. When it emerges out, then also the bending occurs in the same way. That means violet bend more and red bend less. So a wide band of color is visible in case of prism. Now this is the glass slab I have already drawn. This one is the white light passing through the glass slab, and this is the normal I have drawn. So this one is air, it is air, and this one is glass. So light is entering from rarer medium to denser medium. What happened when light is entering from rarer to denser? Light ray bends away from the normal. This one is the normal, so light ray is bending away from the normal. When it is bending away from the normal, red light is bending least and violet is bending more, and in between red and violet all other colors are there. So that bending is occurring inside the slab. Okay. Now outside the slab, what is happening? They are emerging out. So here I can draw a normal and another normal can be drawn here. So here the light rays are bending away from normal. Bending away from normal. So red light is bending in this side, violet is bending in this side. So here is a gap between red and violet, and in between red and violet other color lights are there. But we are unable to see these different colors. Although they are coming out in this way, but we are unable to see the colors. What is the reason that we have to find out? In case of glass slab, I have already proved previously that the incident ray and emergent ray, they are parallel to each other. So here this is the incident ray and this is the emergent ray. So this ray and this ray is parallel. Again, this is the incident ray, this is the emergent ray. So this one is also parallel with this one. That means incident ray white light is parallel to red color also and parallel to violet color also. So what is happening? This red and violet, they are also becoming parallel to each other. These are also parallel to each other. So when these are parallel to each other, so what is actually happening? The distance between this red and violet color is so small, the distance is too small that you cannot distinguish. Actually the distance is too small, so the colors are going to superimpose over one another. Human eye need a particular distance of separation between the different colors, then only we can distinguish different color. If that particular distance is not allowed, then we cannot distinguish that whether different colors are there or only white color is there. So this is only happening here. As these are parallel rays coming out from the glass slab, these parallel rays are going to be superimposed over one another, and as a result we are unable to get the distance which is needed for distinction of the colors. I can show it by drawing another diagram. How actually this white light, it is not made up of a particular ray. White light means various fine rays are coming together, bundle of rays are coming together, and distance between those bundle of rays are very small. So I can draw various bundles and then I can show the superimpose what is the happening. So this is the glass slab I am drawing. This white color, this light can be divided into small bundles. So one white ray, another white ray, another white ray. In this way I can draw the white ray. Actually the distance between this is very small. Using microscope only the separation of these rays can be seen. But for making you understanding, I am drawing the separation like this. Actually these are not separated, they are together. But I know that white light is made up of large number of bundles of rays together. So I am separating the bundles. Let us consider that through powerful microscope I am watching. So one normal here, another normal here, another normal here. As I know, bending of red light will be least. So this is red light and this one is violet light. Again this one is red light, this one is violet light. This one is red light and this one is violet light. This is red, violet, red, violet, red, violet. Okay. So all incident ray, they are entering inside the slab. Dispersion is occurring and now they will come out normal, 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 normal. When they are going to come out, red will bend the least, violet will bend more. Again red will bend the least and violet will bend more. Again this one will bend the least and this one will bend more. So these are again coming out. This one is red, violet, red, violet, red, violet. Okay. These are all incident ray and these are all emergent ray. So all these emergent rays are parallel to each other. All these emergent rays are parallel to each other. So red, violet, and the distance between these are so small. Violet is superimposed with red is superimposed with violet, red is superimposed with violet. So a circular region can be drawn here. We can say that it is made up of white color. As you have seen Newton's wheel, that is made up of 7 colors. If I rotate, I will find white color. So similarly here, due to superimposition, a white color effect is going to form. The distance between these is too small. Similarly, distance between these rays are very small. As the distance is too small, so the rays which are coming outside, they cannot be differentiated, they are superimposed with each other. Human eye is not getting the particular distance which is needed for the distinguishing of different color. In case of prism, the rays are going to split like this, that is not parallel to each other, they are going to spread in this way. As they are not parallel to each other, they are spreading. That's why there the spectrum is visible and we are getting the minimum distance. Suppose I am drawing the prism here. Okay, this is the prism. White light is entering. Normal is this one. White light is entering. Then here the splitting is occurring. So this one is red, this one is violet. When it is coming outside, again this is the normal. So this one is red and this one is violet. So they are not parallel to each other. They are spreading. They are spreading. The more they are moving, they are spreading. The distance is increasing. And this is due to this particular shape of the prism. This particular shape of the prism is making this portion to spread. And here incident rays are parallel to emergent rays. As they are parallel to each other, so they are very close to each other, they are superimposed over each other. So from here we learned another phenomena, that whenever incident ray becomes parallel to the emergent ray, then dispersion can't be seen. Dispersion occurs, but we can't see that one. We cannot see the splitting of white light. I hope I have made you explain the fact with the diagram. So try to remember that why dispersion can be seen in case of prism, but it can't be seen in case of glass slab. In case of prism, due to its peculiar size, the spreading can be seen, but in case of glass slab, as the emergent and incident rays are parallel to each other, so the distance between the emergent rays are too small, they are going to superimpose on each other, so the spectrum can't be seen. Okay, thank you students.